got to stay out of the road because the semi's coming in and out, hauling off fuel.
I'm going to pop on quick for those that are on my YouTube page, or channel. I know there's not many of you right now, and we have very limited information about this. I've been working behind the scenes. Part of my job at Nexstar is to help get the actual story post up and shared out as well. So I've been waiting on a version of that to come up my way from our Nashville-based station, WKRN, as noted in the description of this video. But this is just a body found at this point. We don't have identity. There's a lot of details yet to be released, to be found. We do know that the chief of police and 2 department spokespeople are on the ground, so we anticipate at some point there will be information put out, hopefully a press conference that I can bring to you live here in this. But of course, the big question is this related to the missing college student Riley Strain? That is a big story that's been covered, been talked about. They've specifically been searching along the river, and so that certainly is the question worth asking, and we're just in a holding pattern waiting for information. So we can't say that it is related. So we're seeing equipment depart the scene live here again from West Nashville, but no information yet released. There's one small piece that makes me think it's connected. It's that our local station, WKRN, has stated that the family of Riley Strain has been called out to the scene. Now, that may not mean that it is the missing college student. It might just mean that they're going to help to confirm it's not by identifying, or rather, identifying it's not Riley Strain, or that because there's a chance it's related, they wanted the family there to be getting that information firsthand right as they discover it. So we can't infer certainty from that little factoid, but it does make this worth interest in following to see if it is related. So we just have this live camera right here. I've been listening to photographers kind of chat a little bit. That's as far as they can go, and they're just waiting at this point to get more information from the local police department, as I am waiting on the behind the scenes piece to get the story actually published online. I will say right now, Nexstar station, WKRN, so you go to WKRN.com. In fact, I'll put this in the video description. They do have a story posted, comments, description, and they've been updating this every few minutes, so there isn't much information in there right now. That's our reporters on the ground. In fact, I can refresh. No, it has not been updated for 8 minutes at this point. So all the information that I provide you is all the information that we have up to this point. We are just waiting and watching, and hopefully we'll get some more information. I'll get another story out and distributed to all of the local Nexstar sites, so hopefully your own local Nexstar station will have information soon. But I appreciate everyone jumping on here on my YouTube channel while we watch this live camera on the scene of a body being found in West Nashville. Again, we cannot say with certainty that it is connected to the missing college student, who's been much talked about in the news cycles these last few days, really last 2 weeks at this point. So I will be back when I get some more information. I'm going to try and work on that behind the scenes stuff that I was talking about, and I will see you all in a little bit. So those that are watching on my YouTube channel, what you're seeing here, this is the photographer that has a reporter with them. And so this reporter is getting ready now to do their on-camera segment, which we'll be able to dip into. I'm going to take that audio out for right now, just while they prepare. Put a little light music in so you know that the audio is still working. But we'll get the latest that they have, WKRN. They're on the scene in West Nashville, where, again, a body has been found in the Cumberland River, not confirmed be connected to Riley Strain. But we'll listen in and see what the latest this reporter has when they go live.
Yeah, Blake, good morning. Riley has been found this morning in the Cumberland River, about 8 miles from downtown Nashville. So this area has been covered with Metro Police vehicles, fire departments, and just recently a medical examiner transport van left the scene here. We are expecting to hear directly from Metro Police in just a matter of minutes, but from what they have shared with us so far, we understand that no foul play trauma appears to have been involved, and a full autopsy report will be pending. But of course, we are thinking of his family this morning, as they have been very involved in this search process, now 2 weeks out from when Riley was last seen. So we'll keep you updated here on Scene, Blake, but for now, back to you.
Okay, well, that is clearly breaking news. I'm updating some of the descriptions here on YouTube, but that is Riley Strain. We've heard from WKRN reporter that their body has been found. Update this. Oh, that didn't work.
Yeah, Blake, we are expecting to hear from the MMPD at 9:45, so that's 1 minute away. I'm expecting they will come here to this point. We're right outside of an ExxonMobil facility. This is where they've been able to get closer to the water to pull him out of the water at this point. So again, they are meeting us here in just a matter of minutes. As for family, I do believe they have been called to the scene here to speak with police as well. But I do know that the medical examiner's van is no longer here. It has been taken away from this point. So we will expect to hear from police shortly, Blake. Yeah, we know that this has been a nonstop effort from all angles. We have had people in the sky in helicopters using drones, and then really people on the water focusing their search here in a 40-mile radius from downtown Nashville all the way to the dam, which is about 40 miles away from where Riley was last seen. And overnight, there was even a search with new technology to try and find pieces of evidence on the floor of the river. So we do know that he was discovered here earlier this morning, and those efforts have now come to a close. But certainly all of the people who have been involved, all of the volunteers that have come forward, specifically with the United Cajun Navy as well, will be learning of this. And I feel for everyone that's played a part in this. I know so many volunteers as well have been in downtown Nashville, hanging up flyers, trying to piece together what information we have from those surveillance videos that have been released, the body camera footage that's been released. So now we will learn more as well after that autopsy is completed to hopefully piece together a little bit more information about what exactly happened to Riley Blake. Thanks.
Okay, that completes the reporter's on-air update. I'm going to pop on now. There's a lot of things happening behind the scenes for me as it relates to getting the story out. I'm not sure what will happen when. We did hear from that reporter that it appears a press conference from the Metro Police Department is scheduled to have begun a couple of minutes ago. Typically, those don't start right on the time that they are scheduled, but we have a story, an article coming out. I'm going to ping my coworker. And we have the confirmation there from that reporter that it is, in fact, the body of Riley Strain that was found in West Nashville. Someone is walking up.
They want us all parked out here.
Information from that moment. So at this point, we are simply waiting on the press conference to get some additional information, but we have that confirmation. The article that I'm told is on its way from WKRN, which you can go to right now. In fact, let me go ahead and update for those that are watching with me here. Has what details they have. There's that one. And here's this one. Oh, it appears they actually... Nope, that is not the correct article. I apologize. This is the article. There you are. So sticking with the live camera that is being provided by WKRN, our Nexstar station in the Nashville area, because we are anticipating a press conference to happen. And I want to bring that to you live here. But there are some updated articles for you. We're getting updated information out right now as Nexstar. Just waiting for that to pop in. And so I got a little bit of behind the scenes work to do, but stick with us to get that information as it comes out from the local authorities.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to look to my from my left around to the right, and everybody give me a thumbs up if you're ready. Looking around. Okay, here. All right. This morning we have a unfortunate update for you on the Riley Strange search. Chief John Drake, Metropolitan Nashville Police Department, will be speaking with you. Chief Drake.
Thank you, Don. Good morning, everyone. This morning around 7:28 a.m., we received a call from a worker on 61st Avenue at a company that adjoins the Cumberland River that had been searching for anything that would pop up on the river, especially looking for Riley Strain if he would surface here. As they were removing an object from the river, they noticed what appeared to be Riley Strain pop up. The fire department was called in, retrieved the body from the river. The medical examiner's office reviewed the body, and we've confirmed that it is Riley Strain. The family has been contacted. There are no signs of foul play at this time, according to the examination here at the riverbank. Mr. Strain still had the shirt on that he was wearing, still had the watch, and other identifying factors that helped us identify who he is. I want to say to the family, my heart and prayers go out to you all for this very unfortunate and tragic incident. I also want to say thank you to the Nashville community and the Outpoint community of the Outpoint support from the community in trying to help us locate Mr. Strain. I also want to say thank you to our USAR team and to the fire department and OEM and TWRA and everyone else, and including the media, for everything that you've done, for the countless tips that came in. We received nearly 200 tips as of yesterday that we were vetting out. So at this time, the family's been notified. There would be an autopsy more than likely sometime today, and we'll have a little bit further from that point. So thank you.
Chief, can you tell us, is there any other additional evidence that points you to the theory that it seems like you've been going after for a while now? It's just that he fell into the river accidentally?
Yeah, there's no other evidence that suggests anything other than we have reports that normally under these circumstances with his height and weight that he could have surfaced between 14 and 20 days. This is the 14th day, so we were really expecting anytime soon to find him. In fact, our search teams was going to put in the water here this morning and then search from this point further down. So we were in the right spot. It's just unfortunate. But there's nothing to suggest anything other than any foul play at all.
You said that these were crews that were actually looking for him that found him?
Yes, that's so the workers typically on the river, whether it's barge companies, concrete companies, other businesses that actually are on the river, and they look routinely, as it's happened countless times before. And as they moved, I believe, a barge, and don't quote me on that, they removed something from the river, and as they moved it, they noticed Mr. Strain, so and called it in.
Typically work on the water. They weren't necessarily search crews.
Right, yeah.
Okay, thank you all.
Thank you.
Hey, Chief Drake, I have a question for you.
So we've just heard from the chief of the Metropolitan Nashville Police Department, John Drake, Chief John Drake, stating that no foul play, confirming Riley Strain's body was found in the Cumberland River in West Nashville. So it happened in the 7 a.m. hour local time. Workers on the river were removing an object. He didn't know exactly what object, but removing it. And then they noticed what appeared to be Riley Strain, quote, pop up. The fire department was called. They came in, retrieved the body. Medical examiner was called and confirmed on scene that it was indeed Riley Strain. Key point, no signs of foul play seen. This was not an official autopsy. This was just an examination on scene. The chief noting that Strain was found in the same shirt that he was last seen in when he went missing. It was earlier this month. I don't actually have the exact day count. Autopsy likely sometime today, and they may have more info after that and would then be able to provide that out. So we are unfortunately breaking the news, the sad news, that this massive search is over because the body of Riley Strain went missing. I'm going to refer briefly here to our Nexstar station, WKRN, who is providing this live feed, to see the information that they had. Following an extensive search that stretched on for nearly 2 weeks, officials found missing Missouri student Riley Strain's body Friday morning in the Cumberland River. Authorities had received a report of a body found in the river in the Nations neighborhood of West Nashville this morning of Friday, March 22nd. As I stated, according to police, no foul play related trauma was observed. Strain disappeared while on a fraternity trip to Nashville on March 8th. One of his friends had called 911 the next morning after saying he went to Central Police Precinct and called the sheriff's office to file a missing persons report. The chief actually mentioned this a little bit too, just saying the amount of information that they had, not only bits of surveillance video, but tips called in, interviews conducted, trying to find him. There was the last time his phone was pinged, the last text message that he had sent, the last time he was caught on camera, what he was wearing, that he was down near the river, which is why they focus so heavily on their search on the river area. We had a press conference just the other day from the Cajun Navy. That is a civilian volunteer group that comes into situations like this where watercraft are needed. Oftentimes it's in response to a hurricane situation or massive flooding where they can bring in their small boats and their massive numbers to conduct search and rescue operations and support the official effort. So they held a press conference with the family saying that they were going to be working on this. This morning, though, it does seem from what Chief John Drake had said, it was simply a worker, someone that is normally on that river, that they were keeping an eye out while doing their day-to-day job, moving something, removing it from the river when they came across Strain's body. In addition to law enforcement, back to that WKRN article, several volunteers and Strain's family members were heavily involved in the search. It was 2 TikTokers who reportedly found Strain's bank card on the riverbank days after he had disappeared. Strain's family drove down to Nashville immediately after his friends had alerted them to the disappearance the next day on March 9th. The search will turn more to an investigative side. The Tennessee Alcoholic Beverage Commission has been conducting a separate investigation to determine whether Strain was overserved the night he disappeared. However, in a statement released by TC Restaurant Group, which owns and operates Luke's 32 Bridge, they have records that show Strain purchased and was served 1 alcoholic drink and 2 waters before he was kicked out of the bar on the night that he went missing. So there you have it. That is all the information that I have at this time. You heard it firsthand right here from Chief John Drake of the Metropolitan Police Department. And we're going to wrap up this live stream. Know that more information is coming, that the chief said they expect an autopsy later today, and that if they get more information on that, they will be able to put it out. Before I depart the live stream, though, I want to pop in real quick. I have been streaming this on a YouTube channel just to see if there are any questions that are being asked that have been answered. I know a lot of questions being asked. Did he fall in northeast of there? How about his shirt? Had his shirt and watch. Shirt was on, watch was on him. Yes, so they did state that. I'm not seeing any other questions. This one, was he drunk? This is so heartbreaking. So I did kind of state that piece. That's one of the things being looked into was his overall state. The autopsy may be able to capture some of that. We are at 14 days later, and he has been assumedly in the river this whole time, so I'm not sure how much of a factor the time and the environment to which he was in will play a role in what they're able to find. But nonetheless, they will conduct one and see what additional information they can gather. And it's just conversation between people watching the stream at this time. So very brief recap. The body of Riley Strain has been officially found this morning, Cumberland River in West Nashville, the nation's neighborhood, by workers who work on the river. They were moving an object from the river and noticed what appeared to be Riley pop up, quote unquote. Fire department retrieved, medical examiner reported to the scene, did an examination, confirmed the identity, and stated at that examination no signs of foul play, and autopsy likely to happen sometime today. So I appreciate everybody joining us for this live stream as we carried this breaking news for you here on Nexstar Media. As always, stick with your local Nexstar media station site, and in this case specifically, WKRN, Nexstar's station, covering what had been the Riley Strain search and now the follow-up information. We appreciate you using us as your source for news. Until the next live stream, I'm Chip Rooster. Have a good rest of your day.